Welcome everyone. Today we will learn about Python operators and how we can utilize them in program is something that we will learn over the time. And today is just about an introductory section about them. And if you want to watch this video super fast, you can play it at maybe speed of 1.5x if you know already few of stuff or you get bored in the middle. Python operators are of different types. We broadly use 5 categories of them, which I have written on the screen. You can maybe read it out also, and I'll read it out for you. Arithmetic operator, comparison operator, logical operator, identity operator, and membership operators. So these are the 5 main groups that we frequently use. That's how we will learn about these operators. Then there is one assignment operator, that is nothing but an equal to, which assigns value to a variable. So we'll learn that as well. So let's just get started with arithmetic operators. X equal to 10 is something that we are doing an assignment. That's what equal to means, assignment operator, and that's a separate category, and I'll tell you how we can use it more often. Y equal to 5. These are two variables that we have declared with integer values. We can declare full float as well. Next, first one is addition. Addition syntax is very simple, just plus sign, that's it. Subtraction, pretty simple, just minus sign between two variables. Plus sign can be used between two integer values, two float values, and two string as well to concat them with each other, to combine them, right? Whereas minus sign can be used with integer and float, that's it. Then multiplication is another one where you just use star shift 8 on a normal Windows keyboard. Then division, divided by is forward slash. Exponential is basically 2 stars. When we say 2 raised to 5, that is an exponential value of 2 to raised to power of 5. Another one is floor division, and next one is modulus. Sorry, the syntax is wrong. We have to write percentage. We'll do that. And we will hit control enter, and that's what we will get. So 10 plus 5, because x is 10, y is 5. So addition is 15, subtraction is 5, multiplication is 50, division is 2. That is obvious. Exponential is 10,000. Am I correct? No, it's 100k or 1 lakh, whatever you want to call it. Floor division is 2. Again, here if you see that decimal is omitted in the floor division, that's what is the difference between floor division and division. Modulus is 0. Why modulus is 0? Because there is nothing left after the division, right? You can perfectly divide 10 by 5. That's 2. The remainder is 0. Next ones are comparison operators. These are basically equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. So syntax are pretty simple. If you want to check whether two variables have the same value or not, it's just equal to, because single equal to is used for assignment and double equal to sign is used for checking whether they are same or not. Not equal to, you can just simply exclamation mark and equal to, that is not equal to, or you can use another syntax which is basically this one. So it's up to you what you want to use. The next one is greater than. So x is greater than or y. In this case it will be true because x is 10 and y is 5. Then less than, x is less than y. No, that is not true because x is already defined greater as y. Then greater than equal to, where you combine greater than and equal to sign. Here you need single equal to. Less than or equal to is again less than sign and then equal to. That's it. And we will hit control enter to check the output. Equal to false. Obviously 5 and 10 are not same. Not equal to true. Correct. Greater than is also true. Yes, x is greater than y. Then less than is false. Correct. X is less than y. Greater than or equal to true. True. Correct. Less than or equal to false. False. That's also correct. So that's how you use these operators, and these will be very helpful into defining threshold for a particular program, or maybe defining some particular variables, whether and check the condition if the condition is met or not. So when we start writing our own functions in Python, we'll be able to use them. Next one is logical. Logical are three: and, or, and not. These are simple logic operations that we learn in our school or college, that if both the values are true, then and only and output will be true, or else it will be false for everything. And if at least one of the values on the condition that you're checking is true, then the output will be true. That is something that we check for an or. And not is basically simply it will inverse the value. If you get an output of true, it will convert it to false. If you get false, you will convert it to true. So we'll run this. So what I've done is I have just compared these x and y with static values. So x is 10, y is 5. What we are doing is either x is greater than 10. No, that's false. Y is less than 3. That is also false. So false, false, it becomes false. What if we just say equal to and we make this greater than, then what will happen? Then it will become true because those both conditions are satisfied. X is not greater than, but it is equal to 10. Y is greater than 3. Obviously, that's why it becomes true. So that is how AND works. Or is basically at least one has to be true. And here neither is true. So if we just convert this equal to greater than equal to, and we will hit Control Enter, it will become true. Now over here also, if this is false, the not output of this will become true. So I'll just change this back to previous one. And now if you see that the whole output for this is false and our not output is true. That's it. Simple, clean. Next is membership operator. It's a bit simple to understand, but a bit tricky to use. In operator output generally refers to whether a particular syntax is in the variable or not. So here we have defined list. And if you haven't watched the list video, please go to our channel and check it out. So what we have defined is two strings, red and cape, into a list. And we want to check whether cape is in the list or not, and red is in the list or not. So if we just hit enter, we get that this is true. And the second one is not in. So red is not in. So it will become false. So this is an opposite condition to in. And if I just say small red, it will become true, because small red is not in part of X. Here, capital R and here capital R and small r makes difference because Python is case sensitive language. And you want to learn more about it, please go to our first video of how do we define a variable in Python, and you will learn about that. Link will be in the description. So that's it about membership operators. And the last one is identity operators. Identity operators will basically check whether the identity of two variables is exactly same or not. So for example, x is 5, x is 10 and y is 5. Then that becomes an misidentification of variables. So they are not equal. And x is not y. So if we just try to run this, the first one will be true. Sorry, my bad. First one will be false and second one will be true. I hit Control Enter. Now the first one is false because x is not y, and x is not y. That statement is true. So it's a true value. So that's it for today. And if you like the video, please hit like and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more content. And also we will have more and more videos about how we write our own function and how we perform analysis on pandas data frame or numpy arrays, and how we can utilize them to maybe data analysis or data science project. So if you want to learn all these things, these will be coming videos. So stay tuned and keep liking the videos. And if you want some content that is relevant to you and we are not covering, please comment it out. Thank you.